Hey guys, PC27463 here again. Doing a shop update real fast. Actually have, as you can tell, I'm hands-free. Got my buddy Shade. If he wants to show himself, he can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show you guys him later.
Yeah, later.
Just doing an update. We're going to go through, fully re-weld the racer. As you can tell, she still doesn't have the engine in her. We're going to re-weld everything because my welds aren't very strong. So we're going to finish weld the entire engine cradle. We're going to re-weld the entire steering assembly, hood, the hood support back here. We have to re-weld the steering arm because the steering bracket here snapped off. My welds gave out. So that's another reason why we're going to go through the whole rig, re-weld everything, because I've apparently been welding with it on the wrong settings, which is my mistake. I don't know enough about welding to do it correctly. So Shade's been a welder at a company for how long?
Yeah, 5 months.
Yeah, well, 5 months as a welder for a company is longer than my attempt to learn. So we're gonna completely re-weld the entire rig. As you can tell, I'm starting to clean the shop up. We're going to go through, try to get the air compressor fixed, figure out why it's leaking, so we can start using the mag tools. We're going to try to work on the differential from the old Rider, try to get the axle refabricated for what we need for our use. We're going to get the tire off, and then we're going to pull the entire differential apart and see if we can rebuild it to what we need. I'll let you guys know on whether or not that's even possible. And we're going to go through all that. Or I'm going to go through all that as Shade is finished welding everything on the Rider.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I gotta go through all of it. That's all our scrap metal, all our parts for the lawnmowers, everything. So that's every single part I have. Gonna go through that. So since now Shade's around and he's actually wanting to do this stuff too, I might actually be able to get more videos out, because with his assistance I'll be able to put all the suspension in, or put all those parts in. We got this piece. See, it's 2 inches wide, 3/16 inch thick, 2 feet long. This is what we're going to use as the bracket for the transmission. So we're going to try to get the transmission mounted within a few days. I'm also going to use this for the bracket for the clutch assembly. So that's what we're going to do with that. And I'm going to give full props to Shade for this idea. You guys let us know in the comments what the idea Shade had. Because I thought originally, yeah, thanks for stepping on my foot, asshole.
No problem.
I thought originally what we were going to do is put the shifter along here and have the shifter here. And like bolt it in with the sheet metal that was going to go here. The new idea that Shade brought up, with sitting like this, we're gonna have a pipe come out here and have the shifter here, and put a bike, like a bicycle hand grip or brake pedal or brake handle. Brain shirts. Brake handle on it, and that's actually going to be what engages the clutch. So you're going to be squeezing that to engage the clutch, which will mean this is solely as a throttle, which it's always been, and this side will now become solely brake pedal. The idea is still the same, to have it come out, down, and go through the pipe. That's still the same. We're not to that point yet because we want to get the transmission set up in here. The transmission is somewhere within that pile. We're not going to try to get it out for this video. Maybe the next one within the next, hopefully, few days, because I just got laid off again. So there are going to be some modifications done to the steering shaft here. we'll get more details with that later. We're also going to do a bunch of other stuff. We have the pile there that we just got from a friend of ours that donated a bunch of parts. A couple of off-road lights and a bunch of housings for lights, which is actually really cool. And a bunch of metal that we're going to use, a couple CB antennas. So that's cool that we got that from them. We also got this. We got two of these, which is apparently parts for a trailer or whatever. But what happened is they damaged it, and it's no longer safe for a car trailer. So what we're going to do, one idea that I came up with is remove this, because this unbolts. So find a way to unbolt this, and for the off-roading rig that we're going to build sometime down the line, use this as a leaf spring. We got two of these. We got this one and we got one more. These things are freaking heavy. But what we're going to do is we're going to bolt the frame onto this end and bolt the axle to this end and have this act like a suspension leaf. We're going to see if that's possible. So look forward to that once we get the actual off-roading rig done, or we might use this as a back leaf spring for just a lawnmower rig that we're going to build. Since we got shade involved now, we can actually start building other ones, so it's not just me doing this now. I have an assistant.
Oh, thanks.
Well, you are an assistant. I mean, you're helping out. So, and for those of you who actually pay attention to my video, like, well, some of you guys, you'll notice that the Sheila isn't in the garage anymore. The red Oldsmobile that I bought. Well, there's a reason for that. That's sitting at my mechanic here in Manassas, Wisconsin. So that car's at the shop. It's getting inspected because the guy that I bought it from said he hit a car with it. And I mean, the steering is real loose. You can physically grab one of the tires and shift it side to side. It keeps losing coolant. We don't know where. So it's one of those, we don't know what's going on with the car. We're going to get it checked out. Once we get the car back, if it checks out correctly and there's not that much wrong with it, we'll be making videos on the repairs. The steering repair, the front end, all the modifications that we're going to do. So we'll be putting videos out of that. We're also going to do videos on the rider, obviously. We want to get this rig done, and we want one other. Now, whether or not the second rig that we're going to do is going to be another drag racer or just a off-roader or what, we don't know. We're going to think about it, think about what we got, because what we have the body pan for the Murray that I bought. We still had the body panels for that. But that's a rear-mounted lawnmower, or rear-mounted motor for a lawnmower. There is a plan on building it into a snow remover, where either it has a snowblower in the front or a plow in the front. So that'd be good for a snow remover, because then all the weight's on the back dry tires. So yeah, that's about it. So keep you guys posted. Let us know what kind of rig we should build, what you guys think. Leave a comment, subscribe, all that. So have a good one.